Welcome to Thought for December the 19th. Our readings are Job 23 and 24, Zechariah chapter 1, and 2nd and 3rd epistles of John. Our thought is, He knows the way that I take. Chapter 23 in Job today is very thought-provoking. It spells out Job's conviction that God is with him despite all that has happened to him. Although the word faith is not used, the chapter has many verses which can be described as his statement of faith in God. Job says, He knows the way that I take. When he has tried me, I shall come out as gold. My foot has held fast to his steps. I have kept his way and have not turned aside. Verses 10 and 11. To this Job adds the declaration, I have not departed from the commandment of his lips. I have treasured the words of his mouth more than my portion of food. Verse 12. Do we do that? How many today make a god of the food they eat? What words from the mouth of God were available for Job to treasure? What was the era in which Job lived? The few indications that are there show it was early in history. Chapter 1 tells us the Sabaeans and the Chaldeans in verse 15 and 17 were involved in the tragedies that came upon Job's family. It is reasonable to conclude he had access to the writings of Moses, and he treasured these as God's inspired word. Job says God is unchangeable. What he desires, that he does. Verse 13. Obviously having specific events, such as the deliverance from Egypt in mind, but at the same time Job is able to declare that God will complete what he has appointed for me. Although I am in dread of him, yet I am not silenced. Verses 15 and 17. The picture is plain. Job is absolutely certain he has a relationship with God, and this will lead to some God-ordained situation in the future. Indeed, he has already declared, I know that my Redeemer lives, and after my skin has thus been destroyed, yet in my flesh I shall see God. Chapter 19, verses 25 and 26. Job's statement that God knows the way that I take is a challenge to us to have the same realization once we have committed our lives to him through his Son in the way made plain in the New Testament, taking on the name of Jesus Christ in baptism. Yet we can personally testify that it is only when one looks back over the pathway travelled does one see how God must have had a hand in the way that we took. Job may have etched the last two verses of Moses' message according to Deuteronomy in chapter 30 in his mind. Job was certainly obeying God's voice and holding fast to him, as Moses wrote there. Let us do the same. Thank you once again for joining us for Thought for the Day, where together we can open up the pages of God's Word, remembering that they are a lamp to our feet and a light to our path.